you, Brian and Mountain House Matters, for hosting this discussion. And hello to everybody. Nice to meet you. So, my name is Surekha Shekar. I'm a resident of College Park in Mountain House. Our family moved here from the Bay Area during the fall of 2022. I'm a mother of a elementary school going student at Unified School District. By qualification, I'm an engineer and I'm a seasoned technology professional with a prior experience where I have worked as an engineer and as a team leader, technical lead, manager. I have built and led several enterprise products. And also, I had an opportunity to coach and mentor professionals as part of my experience. I did work for many years in the IT industry, and then motherhood came in, and it was fun raising our young child while also balancing work and family. The rigors of it was not easy to manage. And during this process, I had a moment where I started thinking about what is my life goals and my future interests in career and life. And that's when my interest started towards community building. So I wanted to take a chance and try my hands at community building efforts. I did work in a volunteering role at multiple nonprofits. And it was a very rewarding experience, which no paycheck can give me, to be honest. And as a part of this experience, I also wanted to connect with kids because having my own child, I wanted to understand how other kids are able to handle the school and it was more like a behavioral assessment of kids. So I started substituting and I worked in San Ramon School District. So that was a very insightful journey. I was able to connect with the kids and understand their challenges and needs. And it opened up a lot of perspectives about my own self. During the course of this time, there was also COVID going on, and I had a chance to run a life skill enrichment program for girls as part of a Girl Scout troop. I did start the Girl Scout troop with a fellow mom, and that was a fun journey during COVID. Then I wanted to increase the outreach to encompass more kids and also reach global. So that's when I started my own business, most recently called Sailboat Ventures. So after we moved to Mountain House, I've been always involved in community efforts as a community volunteer, and I've proposed the completion and expansion of park and school amenities. I've sought funding for the Crossing Guards program. I've also recommended streamlining of team fair participation. And why I'm seeking the position on the board is as a parent, I bring first-hand experiences of the students and families to the board. As an educator who has insight into the challenge and needs of our kids, I will advocate for the students, the solutions that are in the best interest of the students. I also will bring a fresh outlook and decision-making process which addresses the needs of students, parents, teachers, and staff. So quickly, my priorities as a board member would be to ensure the planned completion of all the school and park amenities, to strive for the safety and well-being of our students and make it a top priority in the district policies, promoting more STEAM initiatives for all the grades, enhancing the students' nutritional needs, then special needs education services definitely needs more improvement. And finally, collaborating with the community and the board. I want to open up more avenues. To close, my motto as a board member would be to make students my priority. Yeah. Yeah, my top priority as a board member is definitely to make sure student well-being and safety is the number one priority because that is one of the biggest challenge for us as a school district. We need to have safe schools for that so that our students can have a safe learning environment. And so far, we are doing a great job as a school district. That said, if we look at the challenges other school districts all over the country are facing, I think we need to be constantly equipped in the way we really use technology or constantly learn on how we prepare ourselves and make sure kids don't worry when they are at school, right? That means extra preparedness in terms of the different level of preparedness. It could be lockdown or any kind of a drills required. We need to constantly evaluate. We cannot be resting that we are done with this. So that is something my number one priority. The second would be to certainly give more focus to special needs education because there is a lot of concerns among the families where the special needs resources, we need more funding, we need more training for the staff because these kids need more help. And I think If there is no committee for this right now, it's time we need to have a special committee to cater to our special needs kids. So that is my number two priority, and certainly the big priority. And the other is to be a voice for all communities. I want to make sure I represent all the communities, including the new communities, because now that we got, as part of the districting exercise, we have more options to bring the voice from across all the communities to the table. And I want to be that voice at the board. Yeah, with regards to me, I can use my engineering skills if required to give my inputs with respect to the design of the school. And as an educator, parent, and a community advocate, I will certainly speak for the community and make sure the schools built certainly cater to the capacity requirements, and also the playground and amenities are really top notch and really up to the mark, because we do see some amount of the gaps in especially newer schools, and also some work need to be done with regard to older school where their amenities need to be brought to the same level. So those are the areas where I can give my input. Thank you.
Which that would include the Limmersville school that would be part of your district.
So what I have heard again during my interaction with parents and friends with special needs kids is, first thing is they are struggling to even get the evaluation for their kids. Sometimes they are denied evaluation by the staff saying, no, your kid doesn't need any kind of a special need resources. You don't need to be evaluated. So that is one concern. I think definitely there's something improvement we can do. One is either the staff can, if they observe that the child needs some special help, that needs to be brought to the attention of the parent and the principal. And if the parent is requesting for an evaluation, I think we need to support. That is one of the things which I've heard. The next is the classes are crowded. This is again a concern by a parent in the district. And then the teachers, some of the teachers possibly are not trained well enough to handle the needs of those special need child. This is a special skill. They need to have social emotional learning curve themselves, because as a parent, as a teacher, handling a regular child is different from handling a child with special needs, right? You need to take care of them from a space of empathy, kindness, and patience, a lot of patience. We need to give more training and resources to our teachers so they are fully there. A lot of times I've also heard the teachers themselves are frustrated, and there's a lot of turnover in the special needs teachers because they're frustrated that they don't have enough resources in terms of training and their voices are not heard. So I think these are some challenges and opportunities for us to be better as a district. I know coming from San Ramon district, they do have a pretty well-defined program. Now, I don't know where they stand, but as a district, we can learn from how others have done. I think that's an opportunity for us to collaborate and take those lessons and do better. And I don't think this needs much funding. It's more about locating the resources, giving proper training to the staff, and collaborating with the parent and the teacher community. Thank you.
Surekha, your platform includes a development of more STEAM initiatives across all grades, you said. Can you describe what specifically that might entail?
So that means to bring in more STEAM programs into the school district, because during my interaction with families, I do hear that we need to encourage more kids into STEM. And also to bring in more inclusion and diversity in that. What I say is there are certain kids who might do well with STEM education, whereas some other kids who might just shy away for the fact that either they don't have awareness or not much support. Either it could be in their own family, or maybe they don't have access to the resources to even have more curiosity to think on the STEM learning. So we need to address that gap. And even if it means helping girls and boys, and even across other minority communities, it could be anything, right? So we need to make sure everybody has access to STEM education. And one of my experience is last year there was a San Joaquin County STEAM Fair for K to 12 grades. And I noticed that my daughter, being in a third grade, she didn't have an opportunity to participate in the fair. Then I had to work with the PTA and the principal and make sure that the school kids, especially in the elementary, got an opportunity to participate in the STEAM fair. So I did see even some of the other schools kids at elementary grade didn't have an opportunity to participate, while the San Joaquin STEAM fair is for all the grades. So we need to streamline those initiatives which are coming from the county, and we need to maybe add more STEAM programs because we need to prepare our workforce for the future generation, right? So because looking at the way the technology is evolving, we need STEM. And it only requires to ignite the curiosity among the children. So we need to provide that learning at the younger age. And that is something I'm going to be advocating for. Just looking at the influx of population into Mountain House over the past 2-3 years, that's unprecedented. I don't think we had planned. In fact, the city was not ready, the school district was not ready, the amount of people moving this side. And more houses will get built, and there is more demand. And more knowledge workers are coming to this side because Lamersville Unified District is one of the top districts. And still, the houses are affordable compared to rest of the Bay Area. And that means definitely we'll see more developers going to build more houses. And I think we need to be having that foresight and vision to start planning for the second high school. I know in my perspective, I know we are planning the extension, but we cannot say that this is where it's going to stop. I think we need to start looking at that option going forward and potentially even starting conversation with the developers.
Interesting, yeah.
Adding to the point, the early college pathway with Delta College is a great program. Apart from that, there might be kids who are not interested to go to college or pursue college. I think partnering with Delta College at a high school level and being able to take the programs which will help them get into a future career, I think it's a great opportunity. I personally am not aware of all the vocational programs there, but certainly we can look into what are the programs which will help for the next jobs that our kids are going to look for, because with AI coming into the picture, some of the jobs are going to be obsolete, right? So we need to retrain our workforce. So I think this is a great thing to look at.
It's true, and to not necessarily have to have the college degree, but to learn a vocation and whatever they're going to do. Yeah, I think it's all good.
Yeah, I think my take is testing is mainly a benchmark tool, right? It gives awareness to the parents and the teachers to where the student stands vis-a-vis their class or their peers. So it's an improvement opportunity. That's how I look at it. So that way the teacher knows which are the kids which need extra attention and which kids are above the mark. So there can be targeted learning curriculum or a learning group which can be provided to those teachers. That said, I think as a parent myself and an educator, I feel we still need to rise above the test and look at the holistic learning and identify where the interest of the kid lies, right? A kid can be a great painter, a kid can be a great musician, but have very bad test scores now, right? So at the end of the day, what matters is the passion and where the kid enjoys and where they want to spend their time. So I think it's very important for us as parents and also as teachers to identify those core strengths and let the parents know. That's how I would put it.
That's really great. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mountain House Matters and ZTech for organizing this candidate discussion. And thank you to my fellow candidates on the panel for your time. And thank you to the audience for joining this discussion. Today, learning about the blue ribbon for Mountain House High School is really a great achievement to all of us at Lamersville Unified School District. In the past 14 years, as Mr. Rambo said, we have come a long way, and it's a proud moment to all of us to celebrate. That said, given an opportunity, I will continue with this journey, and certainly I would like to take our district to the next level in terms of our academic and also all-round performance. Looking at all the challenges our kids and ourselves are facing in this new world, I think with my experience as an educator and the passion that I bring as a community volunteer, I will continue to work for the community, be a voice for all the community members, and strive to uplift everybody. And as my motto says, students are my top priority. So I really look forward to an opportunity to serving on the LUSD board, and I appreciate your vote. Thank you.